Rome, a name that echoed with power, a name that instilled fear. But even Rome, in its long and storied history, faced moments of profound peril, times when its very existence hung by a thread. This is the story of one such time, a time when Rome stared into the abyss of defeat, and through sheer grit and determination, clawed its way back to glory. Imagine a fledgling republic surrounded by enemies, tribes with names like the Samnites, the Gauls, and the Carthaginians, each one a threat to Rome's survival. The early years were a brutal baptism by fire. Roman legions tasted defeat. Their enemies, emboldened, sensed an opportunity to crush the rising power of Rome. The stakes could not have been higher. Defeat meant enslavement, the destruction of everything Rome had striven to build. Roman mothers would weep over their lost sons. Their fathers would be forced to watch their homes burn. The very memory of Rome would be wiped from the face of the earth. Yet amidst the despair, a spark of defiance flickered. The Romans, a people forged in the crucible of constant warfare, refused to yield. They would fight on, drawing strength from the sacrifices of their ancestors and the dream of a glorious future. They would show the world the true meaning of Roman courage, the true meaning of SPQR, Senatus Populusque Romanus, the Senate and people of Rome. The Samnite Wars were a trial by fire. These fierce mountain warriors pushed Rome to its limits, but Rome learned. It adapted. In the claustrophobic mountain passes, the Romans discarded their traditional phalanx formation, proving too cumbersome for such terrain. They adopted more flexible maniples, smaller, more agile units that could maneuver effectively in tight spaces. Then came the Gauls, sweeping down from the north, a tidal wave of warriors led by the fearsome Brennus. Rome trembled as the Gauls breached the city walls, sacking and burning. Yet from the ashes of this humiliation, Rome rose again, stronger and more determined than ever. But it was the Punic Wars against Carthage that truly tested Rome's mettle. Hannibal, the brilliant Carthaginian general, crossed the Alps, a feat deemed impossible, and brought the war to Rome's doorstep. For years he haunted Italy, his name a whisper of terror in the night. Cannae, a name synonymous with Roman defeat, Hannibal's tactical genius at its most terrifying. Yet even in the face of such catastrophic losses, Rome refused to surrender. It raised new legions, levied fresh troops, and fought on with unrelenting ferocity. Through these dark hours, heroes emerged. Men like Quintus Fabius Maximus Verrucosus, the delayer, who understood that Hannibal could not be defeated in a single decisive battle. Fabius adopted a strategy of attrition, harassing Hannibal's supply lines and forcing him into a war of attrition. He bought Rome time, the most valuable commodity in war. And then there was Scipio Africanus, the young, audacious general who dared to take the fight to Hannibal's own backyard. Landing in Africa, Scipio outmaneuvered and outfought Hannibal at the Battle of Zama, finally breaking the back of Carthaginian power. These were not just great generals, they were the embodiment of Roman virtues, discipline, courage, and above all, an unwavering belief in the destiny of Rome. They understood that leadership was not about personal glory, but about serving the Republic, about sacrificing everything for the greater good. Section 4. The Winds of Fate, Unexpected Turns and Treacherous Tides. Rome's resurgence was not a linear path to glory. It was a journey fraught with peril, with unexpected turns and treacherous tides. Take, for instance, the Battle of the Trebia, where Hannibal lured the Romans onto his terms, using the freezing river to his advantage. Or the Battle of Lake Trasimene, where Hannibal, shrouded in mist, ambushed the unsuspecting Roman army, inflicting a crushing defeat. These defeats, though bitter, served as harsh lessons. They exposed Roman weaknesses, forcing them to adapt and evolve. Each setback fueled their determination, reinforcing the belief that their cause was just, their fight necessary. Rome's strength lay not in its ability to avoid defeat, but in its capacity to rise, phoenix-like, from the ashes of disaster. Section 5. The Scars of Triumph, a legacy forged in blood and fire. Rome's eventual triumph in these wars was not without its cost. The Italian peninsula was scarred by battle. Thousands upon thousands lay dead. Yet, from the ashes of these conflicts, a new Rome emerged. A Rome that had stared into the abyss and emerged victorious. These wars, for all their horror, forged Rome into the most formidable power in the Mediterranean. They instilled in its people a sense of unity, of shared sacrifice, and of unwavering belief in their destiny. Rome had proven its resilience, its ability to overcome adversity and emerge stronger than before. Section 6. The Undying Spirit. Lessons from Rome's Resilience. Rome's story during these tumultuous times offers enduring lessons for us all. It reminds us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, hope should never be abandoned. That courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The story of Rome's resurgence is a testament to the power of human resilience. It teaches us that setbacks and failures, however devastating, are not the end. They are opportunities for growth, for adaptation, for forging an even stronger resolve. Section 7. Conclusion. Rome's enduring legacy. The echoes of these ancient battles still resonate today. They remind us of the human cost of conflict, the bravery of those who fought, and the legacy of those who led. But most importantly, they remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit, like Rome itself, has an unyielding capacity for resurgence.